Australia, Brisbane. Beautiful. Weather's usually beautiful here, but it's pouring down rain today. So we are on A1R Psychic Radio, and this is my very first show. So I'm a little bit nervous, but anyway, let me tell you a little bit about myself and what I do. I'm psychic clairvoyant. I like to use tools so I can show people what I'm seeing because I'm visual myself. Now, I use a crystal ball, I use tea leaves, I use tarot, and I also do palmistry. I also teach everything that I do as well too. So, and then I help the students become professional and run expos here in Australia, which I'll be starting next month. Okay, now my journey into spiritualism started, well, probably when I was about 14. I've been seeing ghosts and communicating with ghosts, or spirits, sorry, I should say. And life gets in the way, and raising children. I've got 4 children and 4 grandchildren. And back in 2010, I was in the corporate world, high sales, a lot of pressure, and I was getting really sick. I ended up having a heart attack, 2 strokes, went down to 43 kilos and was in a wheelchair for about a few months. Anyway, through that, I was told that I would never work again. And I was put on a disability pension, which I went off about 3 years ago. Once my business started building up and I was going off and doing courses, I started doing palmistry first. And when you have something like that major happen in your life, I think that's when you have like your awakening, okay? So I had a lot of things coming in through that time, and I was also turned to meditation, which I was doing every single night when I went to bed. I was so weak, I couldn't do much else, so I would just lie down and meditate, and I would ask Archangel Raphael to come in and help heal me. Now, I've been doing really well. I don't have the drugs that the doctors recommended because they nearly killed me as well too. But I also know 5 other people that have lost their lives through this in the last few years. I've got Crohn's, so I also had to have that for 6 months as well too. And there's nothing wrong with my heart, it's just that the pain from the perforation caused me to have heart attack. So anyway, along my journey, meditation has helped me connect with spirit as well too. And I've been reading professionally now for about 5 years. Okay, so that's a little bit about me and what I do. Okay, so I can help you with your love life, with business, if you've lost direction, so I can help you with that. So what I want to do now, each week I want to introduce a product to you that's actually going to help you if you want to do psychic readings as well too, because I love what I do and I love this industry. I meet so many beautiful people, and the gratitude that you get for what you do, like, it's just amazing. It's a special way of life, like living your life. I live this every day, and I also help other people on their journey too, which is really, really rewarding. Now, I'll tell you a little story about someone I met about 3 or 4 years ago at an expo in Brisbane, and her name is Eleanor Hammond. So I don't know if you're listening, Elle, but hi. I'm going to tell everyone about your cards. So I met Eleanor 3 or 4 years ago, and we've since become really good friends. And I've got a deck of cards from her, and they're called My First Tarot. Okay, so this card here, okay, this is the 5 of Swords, but you can see that there's 8 separate messages on each card. So the messages are on there, and they're really quite unique. So depending on where the card lands is to what message you're going to read. Okay. Now it comes with this little chart that tells you how to do it. Okay. So our top left card, we read the top left box, and that's all about you. Okay, so who you are and how people see you. Our top right box, this is our distant past. Second box down on the left, so we read the second card down on the left, and that is your recent past. And then we've got our fourth card, which is the second one down on the right, and that's what's happening now. Okay, so it gives you an idea of how it goes. We've got your advice, what's coming up in the future, also what's happening around you that can affect you as well too. So it's really quite unique. No one else has done anything like this before. I do use it during readings, and it also comes with a book with the extra readings as well too. But you don't need to get out the book while you're doing the readings, okay? So what we might do, we've got Sandra from East Hampton, Massachusetts, and I'll ask her a question and use these cards, okay? So are you there, Sandra?
Yes, I am.
Can you hear me okay? All right, now do you have a question for me today?
Yes, concerned about my health.
Okay, what's wrong? I don't work so much with the health, but let's see what comes out with the cards, okay? Is there anything else that you'd like to know?
Anything else I'd like to mention?
Yep.
Let's see. Just wondering if I'm on medicine, if I'm going to get better. My liver.
Okay. I'll tell you, when I was on the medication that I was taking for Crohn's, it actually affected my liver. They were trying out medication that was for leukemia, and it's only a short-term medication. And anyway, they had me on it for too long. And when you've got something like that plays havoc with your liver, it takes a long time to repair as well too. And it's probably taken me about a good 5 years for that to wear out of my system, okay? So with your liver, what type of problem do you have? Is it from medication, or do you have like cirrhosis?
Yes, I do. And I have
and sorry?
Hep C.
I can't quite hear you. I found meditation is probably the best medication. Now, I'm not telling you not to go off medication, okay, because it's really important that you follow what your doctor does, okay? And also follow your own instinct as well too, okay? Now, I meditated every night. When I got home from hospital, I decided that I wasn't going to let this beat me, okay? And I would ask Archangel Raphael to come in and help heal me, and ask him to hold my hand while I was sleeping at night time. And then when you wake up in the morning, just say thank you very much and go on with your day, okay? When you need to have sleep, okay? Look at what it is that you're eating. So having a good base with your vegetables, okay, and your fruit, and making sure that you're drinking enough water, okay? It does take time, but if you have faith and ask Archangel Raphael to come in and help heal you at night time. It's fantastic, okay? It really worked for me, okay? Everyone's got something different. You know, what works for one person doesn't work for another. But follow your gut instinct, okay? Does that make sense? Are you still there, Sandra?
Yeah, I'm here.
So does that make sense to you? Does that help?
Yes, it does.
Wonderful. Okay, well, I'll read these cards for you, okay? And they're called my first. Yeah?
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. So the first card is the Nine of Staves, okay? So we're going to read the top left box, and this is all about you, okay? So you are usually passionate and have learned a lot of life lessons the hard way. You're seen as powerful, okay? And remember that too, because you've got the strength to fight this. Just know that everything's going to be okay. When you start thinking negatively, well, bad things will happen and you get sick. And if you're getting stressed out, stress is the worst thing that you can do. So if you can meditate or go for a walk out in the bush, that is going to help ground you as well too, okay? Really important too that make sure that you're not in a stressful job, okay? Now the second card that I've got is the Fool, and the Fool is the beginning of the new journey, okay? So this one here is your distant past. You're impacted by the major life changes that occurred long ago, a birth or a fresh start that is still affecting you now, okay? So maybe you might want to go back and have a look at your past and what it is that's making you not feel well, okay? If you look at Louise Hayes' book and what it is with the liver, okay, and maybe your relationship with someone from the past. So it would be a good idea to look at that and try and heal that area of your life, okay?
Okay.
Now, the next card that I've got is your recent past, which was the Six of Swords, which is about moving on, changing direction. So this is something that you could have done recently. All you need to do is look at changing direction, okay? So you've had a lot of movement, travel, smart thinking, and you're on the right path. Don't stop. So something that you've recently done, keep going with that, okay? Follow your gut instinct. It says stop worrying unnecessarily, okay? And family conflicts will resolve over time. Now, the next card that we've got coming up, which is the Page of Staves. Now, this is what's happening now for you. So you feel the need to move. Is it travel, a person, a career change? What is it that you want to do? Okay, think about what it is that you want to do to change in your life to make you feel better. If you're stagnant, think about what your passion is, okay? Now, the next card is the Five of Pentacles, okay? And this is what's crossing you. So remind yourself you have enough. You are enough. Long-term plans can be created and adhered to, okay? So follow your path and don't listen necessarily to what other people say. I mean, listen to his advice, but then at the end of the day, do what feels right for you, okay? Because you've got to look after you, okay?
Okay.
Now, what's happening around you? We've got the Four of States. Your home and your workplace are going to be peaceful. There may be some romance around for you. Now, if you've already got someone in your life, then maybe there's something special coming up for the two of you, okay? Now, what's coming up, this is your advice. Charge. There's lightning fast thoughts needed and swift decisions to be made. Get on with it and don't delay. Just don't overthink it. Just do what you've got to do, okay? And then you've got High Priestess as the last one. So I think that you're quite spiritual yourself, okay? And then you pick up on many things and follow your gut instinct. And this is about you doing this journey as well too, in the spiritual realm, and that will make you feel better as well too. So you're becoming a wise one. People will require you in the future for your in-tune guidance. Okay, it sounds like you could be a bit of a simpler road trip as what I've been on with your health issues. And just keep up the good work, okay? Eat healthily, go out and exercise, do your meditation, and all of that is going to help you along the way. So I hope that helps, Sandra.
Yes.
Are you there?
Yeah, I am.
Now, how does that resonate with you?
What's that?
How's that with you? Are you looking at changing work?
It sounds good.
What type of work do you do at the moment?
Come again?
Hello? What type of work do you do at the moment? Am I still talking to Sandra?
Yes.
Sorry. I couldn't. The reception's not very good here at the moment because it's raining, and I think with all the kids on holidays being on the internet as well too, it's blocking it up a bit. So I hope you can hear me clearly. Are you hearing me okay?
Yep.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, well, I hope that helps. And stay tuned, okay? Just take care of yourself, okay? Lovely talking to you, Sandra. Thank you.
Okay,
Bye.
thank you. Bye.
Bye. Okay, now we've got Kerry from Rochester, New York, USA. She's next. Okay, so are you there, Kerry? Did I say that correctly?
Hey.
Do you want to speak a little bit louder? Oh, sorry, because I can't hear you. Are you there, Kerry?
I'm right here. I'm just having trouble hearing you.
Oh, I apologise. I'll get closer and speak to the speaker. Now,
oh, that's better.
How can I help you today? And is it Carrie?
I can hear you.
Your name?
Yep, I can hear you a little bit better.
Okay. Now, do you have a question for me?
I was just wondering if my life is going in the right direction. I mean, I know that's easier said. I mean, it's so simple of a question and it's so broad. I just didn't. I'm like at crossroads right now. Where to go? If I should go back to school? Am I in the right area? If I'm doing the right thing? I'm just in limbo.
Okay. All right, let's see what the cards say for you. Actually, I might do a quick tea leaf reading for you, okay? Just a moment, I've got to finish it. Okay, so what I'm doing is just giving it a bit of a swish around. Okay. So just thinking about your question, okay, I'm just turning it around and bringing through the past for you, okay? Now bringing through the spirits and your ancestors for any messages they may have for you. So let's see what they say here today. Okay, so the first thing I'm seeing, I've got lots of mountains around you. So do you live in an area where there's lots of mountains in the background? Sorry, because I don't know East Hampton, girl. I'm here in Australia.
Okay, you're cutting out again, honey. I'm sorry.
Okay. Do you have lots of mountains around you?
Okay.
Hills? Okay.
Barely.
So what I'm saying is, what was that?
I could barely hear you again. I stepped outside.
Oh,
hoping it would be better.
Okay. How's that? Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Awesome. Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of hills around you. Now, this can be like mountains that you've had to climb, okay, and struggling along the way. Now, you
Yeah.
could also, yeah? Okay, now I'm also seeing here what looks to be like a an Asian warrior. Okay, do you do a type of martial arts? No?
Yeah, you're cutting out.
Okay, I'm seeing someone that has to defend themselves. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing in the cup. Someone that has to defend themselves, that have had to climb many mountains along the way. Okay, lots of obstacles in the way, lots of hard work.
Okay.
Now, I'm also seeing fish as well too. Now, fish means it could be a Pisces sign around you, but it also means an invitation to dinner, and you're going to lead a beautiful life. Okay, so if things have been struggling for you, it looks like they're also getting better. Okay, and this is not that far away. We're looking at like about 3 weeks plus away. Now, that could also be a special invitation to dinner as well too. And the fish is also about abundance in your life, okay? Now, let's see what... Now, I'm also seeing a sailing ship here as well. Now, the ship means that your boat is coming into harbour, okay? And you are just about there. It could also mention that you're going for a trip overseas somewhere, okay? But just be rest assured that with the fish, that is you on the right path and being happy with life, okay? And you're both coming into harbour, that you've got the protection there as well too, taking care of you. Anyway, we're losing time now. We've got about 3 minutes left. So I hope that helped you, Pari, okay? But yes, just keep going in the direction that you are, and just know that everything's going to work out the way it's supposed to. All right?
Okay.
Have a magical day. It's lovely talking to you.
Thank you.
Anyway, sorry? You still... Okay, I think Kari's gone now. So anyway, I hope everyone has a lovely weekend. This weekend I'm going to a special event, and it's the Abbey Fair, and it's a medieval fair where we actually dress up in medieval clothes, and I'll be there doing palmistry all weekend. This event's been running for over 20 years, and it's huge. Thousands of people go there. So I'll put up information on photos on my webpage. My Facebook page is The Spiritual Realm with Kate Denning, and my website is www.thespiritualrealm.com.au, and I'll be doing specials on Skype readings. So everyone have a lovely weekend. I hope the weather there is beautiful for you, and take care.